To the 20-year-old that's listening to us out there watching this, that grew up in a completely different environment, maybe has different challenges than the 20-year-old you had to deal with. Advice for them, negotiating this new space, living in a digital world where their digital identity is sometimes higher stakes than sometimes it feels like a physical identity. All these new tools. I don't know. Advice. I know your girl's a little bit older than that. What would you tell a 20-year-old?
Well, I tell a 20-year-old today to first and foremost follow what they really care about. I know it's a common theme, but the passion for me just can't be understated. Now, you could say I'm a passionate video gamer, so I want to go ahead and try and become a professional esports player. Okay. That's fine if that's what you think you can really do. I think most kids today are confused. I think there's a lot of distractions. I actually think it's tougher to grow up today than it was for me and you. I think social media has probably changed that. I think kids today are not living out who they really want to be. They're living out who they might want to pretend that they are, or look to pretend what they're trying to portray, because of the pressures on social media, the pressures of perfection. Corrupted, by the way, the tagline in our Corrupted is the whole mantra is perfection is corrupted. That's what we're saying. Don't strive to be perfection, because it's not right. It doesn't exist. It shouldn't exist. So I tell it when I'm talking. I do a lot of inspirational speeches and talks, especially people now in Web3, but in the entertainment industry. And I tell kids and even grad students, I tell them the real deal, but I tell them that they've got to find something that they believe in first and foremost. Like, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about cashing the check yet. Don't worry about the material items. If that's what you want, fine. Listen, I had 9 cars at one time. All kinds of, from Ferraris to Aston Martins to everything. I was a car buff. I was a car freak. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about, I knew I wanted to be entertainment. I knew I wanted to produce. I knew what I wanted. And that's what I want a 20-year-old to think about right now. What do you want? What do you see yourself doing? What do you care about? What are you passionate about? And most of the time, by the way, they go like this, I don't know. But you know what? That's okay. Make them understand that that's okay. You might not know what you want at 20 years of age. There's nothing wrong with that. Most people, what they do in their first job isn't what they end up doing 3, 4, 5 jobs later. Now, look at you. But one thing leads to the next thing, that leads to the next thing, that leads to the next thing, that leads to the next thing. And ultimately, you land in a place that you're passionate about, that you care about, that you're enthusiastic about, that you want to wake up to every single day. So I tell 20-year-olds or grad students, find that. And while you might not know it today, you've got to, in your life, get to that point. You've got to try and find that. You know the stat that it's like 95% plus of the people in the world hate doing what they're doing for a living. That's a statistical fact. 95%. I almost created a television series off of that stat. Isn't that a horrible way to live life? Now, you say, well, people don't have a choice. You think that guy wants to be working in the coal mines or whatever? We get that. But the fact is that if you try and take the steps prior to that get you to find what you really do care about, I think ultimately you're going to be happier in life. And that's what I want to see people You know, people say, passion's bullshit. No, it's not. It's not. It drives everything. It just does, man. I don't give a shit. I've heard people in Web3 talk about, it's not about passion. Fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. It is. It's always about passion. And if you think it's not, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.